Those who often buy cheap toys may not expect that the seemingly cheap and affordable plastic toys. In fact, the production process is hard to describe. Today, let us go into this children's toy production company in Pakistan and see how they make extremely low-cost waste-woven ribbons into children's toys that make the children next door feel cool. The waste-woven ribbons just collected from the surrounding villages are the raw materials used to produce children's toys. Since the materials are used for children's products, these woven belts will be carefully selected by the rare Baman to remove metal and other impurities. Then the sieved plastics will be transferred to a large bed by a worker and then put into the extruder by another worker. It can be seen that these woven belts have not been washed. Although they don't look too dirty, they should not be very clean. In this way, the woven belts entering the extruder will be the bare rod inside is driven by the heated barrel at the front end and then becomes a flowing sole. It can be seen that these woven belts have not been washed. Although they don't look too dirty, they should not be very clean. In this way, the woven belts entering the extruder will be the bare rod inside is driven by the heated barrel at the front end and then becomes a flowing sole. Uniform plastic particles. Next, workers will put the produced plastic particles into woven bags and transfer them to the accommodation workshop for the next step of production. As soon as I walked into the production workshop, these equipment looked a bit oriental. A closer look shows that they are imported equipment from Brother Long. Workers will pour plastic particles into the accommodation machine. When the plastic particles are heated and melted, the accommodation nozzle will inject the sole into the mold in a high-pressure form. The corresponding plastic products are quickly produced in the mold. However, the one in the brother's hands should be a residual product, so the parameters need to be adjusted. The wheel produced here is the toy car. There are two pieces of plastic parts, so the edge hair produced by the dormitory needs to be removed and the two pieces of plastic need to be assembled into one. At the same time, the injection molding machine on the other side is also producing other accessories. The toy car seat cushion is produced here. This black accessory is also made of recycled plastic, but it is not, judging from the plastic pellets that the guy is drying now. They should be recycled materials of another material. The quality of the finished product seems to be pretty good. Judging from the equipment in this workshop, this is definitely a leading enterprise in the local area. At the same time, they can also use brand new materials for production, but the price of the finished product will be much more expensive. The products produced by brand new materials are white, and the quality of the finished product seems to be better. This place mainly produces toys, the body of the car. The axle and pull rod accessories of the toy car are made of steel pipes to ensure that they can bear the weight of a child. Next, you can assemble the toy car. First, install the axle and wheels, then assemble the lights and sound effects. This set is already assembled and can be directly fixed on the bottom. Then install the steering rack and front wheel. In this way, the toy car can be turned through the push handle and pull rod at the back. Then you need to install some decorative parts. This makes it look more realistic. Next, you can put the pull rod under the seat cushion, then use a plastic bag to pack the toy car and put in the armrests and push pancakes and other accessories so that customers can assemble it themselves after buying it. Here, this cheap and affordable children's toy car is produced. So after watching the whole process, what do you think of the children's toys produced in this way?